All right, let's check out what's going on social media. Yo-Yo Vanessa's been checking out the comments, the questions, the problems, the issues. You got it all. You got it all.
All of it. Paula Sisson Sheste Famisa is a VIP member. I am a green card holder. My son is 20 years old, and his case is documentarily qualified at the National Visa Center. Will he age out if his interview is not scheduled before he turns 21 years old?
No, because you paid the fees and you processed his case at the National Visa Center as an F2A. Under 21, priority dates are current. He doesn't age out.
Sunny Singh, another Brad Squad VIP member. How do I prove good moral character? Do I need FBI clearance?
It depends what you're proving good moral character for. So if it's for citizenship, just the presumption that you pay your taxes and you don't have a criminal record and you don't owe child support and there's no orders of protection against you, that's enough. If you need to actually rebut some issue of good moral character, then it's going to be affidavits from your job and neighbors and everything else. So it depends what you're doing it for.
Okay, Fatou Ndiaye, Brad Squad VIP member. My court date was changed twice since the pandemic, but I still have yet to receive any notice of change again. Do you think they're going to change it again? Should I go even if I didn't receive any court date confirmation letter?
Well, what are you going to if you don't have a confirmation letter? You could always call their 1-800 number, which is 1-800-898-7180. That's a USCIS number, and check to see if you have a new court date. Immigration, generally the courts, unless you're detained, are not opening up till the end of July. And then and then, by the way, they're backlogged for a year, so it's going to be a problem. Now, excuse me, Vanessa. Now, Biden said he's going to hire 100 new judges. They need them, so hopefully that's what happens. All right, go ahead. I apologize.
No worries. Oscar, another Brad Squad VIP member. After I received an approval letter for my I-765 and received my new card, my status changed just yesterday back to saying my fingerprint has been taken. What does this mean?
Yo, if you read something that says your fingerprint has been taken, what do you think that means?
That your fingerprint has been taken.
Exactly. They have your fingerprint. They're checking it out. They'll let you know. That's what it means.
Annalie Parker, the last VIP Brad Squad member for today. I have an in-person appointment for an emergency advance parole to visit my dad who's ill. However, his name is not on my birth certificate, and according to the person I spoke to at the field office, I need to prove he's my father. How can I do this?
He's not on your birth certificate? Is that what they're saying?
Right.
Get affidavits from 2 or 3 people saying he is your father.
Marley's World on YouTube. I sent in my documents to USCIS over a year ago now, and I want to know if I can fly domestically using my passport from my birth country.
What? Say that again. I'm sorry.
I don't know if there's no documents. You need more info, but I sent in my documents to USCIS over a year ago now, and I want to know if I can fly domestically using my passport from my birth country.
Yes, you can fly domestically even if you didn't send documents to immigration.
Stargirl Mika on Facebook. Can a U.S. citizen who has not filed taxes in 11 years marry and file for his girlfriend without any problems? And if not, how about if the person gets an additional affidavit of support? Could that work?
Depends why he hasn't filed tax returns. Maybe he's disabled. Maybe he hasn't worked. Then yes, you would need a second affidavit of support. But maybe, just maybe, he's getting paid under the table and doesn't want to file a tax return. Well, if you're working and getting paid and you don't file a tax return, you can't ask the government to give you a benefit when you don't pay your taxes. So then at that point, I would tell you to go file back tax returns.
Olayemi Abimbola on YouTube. How long does it take to get your work permit after completing my biometrics since 6 months ago for an asylum case?
It should have happened. You should have it. They're supposed to issue you a work permit. Actually, the laws changed 1 year from the time that you filed your asylum. So 1 year and a couple weeks after you file for asylum. That's when you get your work permit.
Okay, Sunnyball45 on Instagram. I applied for VAWA and got a prima facie letter after 4 weeks. Does this mean USCIS believes I proved the 4 elements of VAWA? 1, bona fide marriage. 2, resided with my wife. 3, good moral character. And 4, legit abuse.
No, it just means that they reviewed your application on a cursory basis, and it seems that you submitted evidence of all 4. Whether you proved it or not, that's down the line.
Purple World on YouTube, how long will it take the USCIS to approve an I-824 for my kids who are currently in Jamaica?
At least a year, unfortunately.
Onyemi Priscilla on YouTube. I was asked to leave the U.S. I'm still living here with fear of going back to my country. What can I do to get things right at this point?
Who asked you to leave?
Just as I was asked to leave.
It depends on who asked you to leave. Like if your neighbor asked you to leave, that's different than if an immigration officer asked you to leave, which is different than if you've been ordered deported.
Green21778 on YouTube. I am on an F1 visa student and in the F2B category as of August 2016. Can I apply for an AOS when my date becomes current? Does AOS go to NVC or USCIS? Should I apply for OPT and then AOS? Does OPT contradict AOS?
OPT doesn't contradict AOS, but if you're in legal status on a student visa in the F2B category and your priority date's current, just file an adjustment.
Abdullah Sabri on YouTube. Can you please explain what the 120-day rule is in regard to an N400 interview?
After you go for your interview, they have 120 days to give you a decision. After 120 days, they're violating your rights. At that point, you have 2 choices. Let them violate your rights until they decide to make a decision, or you can file what's called a de novo review, take the case out of the hands of an immigration officer and ask a federal judge to intervene and make a decision on your citizenship. 2 more.
Jay Anderson on Facebook. It's been a year and a half since I filed for VAWA and I received an EAD after 4 months. Is it normal to not get a prima facie determination?
It's normal if you didn't prove your case.
Okay, last one, Sasha Ford, Facebook. I've been married for 4 years to my husband, and we have been filing taxes together for 4 years now. If I got my permanent residency in June 2019, am I eligible to apply for my citizenship now?
June 2019, married to a U.S. citizen, that means it's going to be April 2022. There you have it. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.